guys, sorry about the wind noise, but follow-up video with the Firestone Firehawk Indy 500 tires. You can see how sticky these things are. There was something like a piece of gravel on there, and it's like sticky. Anyway, that's the tread pattern. See these super deep grooves, and this is a pulse groove. You know, it's all these. Oh, that's for the water, of course. But you can see this this wide patch that it has out here for traction around corners and traction in general. And these are a 275/40 20, and they are on my 2017 Scat Pack with 6.4 liter Hemi and 6-piston Brembo brakes. And overall, let me straighten out this wheel here real quick. But you can see that, hope you can kind of see, it gives a really aggressive stance to the car. It's a really serious looking tire. So let's take it for a drive. Some of you will be Dodge guys, some of you guys are just looking at these, you know, checking out these tires, wanting to see some reviews. On this particular car, it definitely turned it into a different car just because of the traction, especially on takeoff. And then once you hit second gear, with the Pirellis, when I hit second gear, I could feel a slight spin before they would hook. These things, they hook, and when they hook, there's a hit from the, I guess, just from the traction. You can definitely feel a big difference. And like I said in the rain video, the braking is or any car with let's say over 350 or 375 horsepower on up. For me, my estimate is that I've probably got about 20% better traction across the board. That's off the line, that's coming out of a turn like we did back there, just all through. And another thing, this car in third gear going 60 miles an hour, if I put it to the floor, I would get some wheel spin. It's really cool, and then it would hook. Now when I can drop it into third at 60 miles per hour. I step on the throttle and the front end just boom, just pops up. And the other cool thing about these tires, because of the added traction, if you take off in first and really get on it again, kind of a progressive throttle, the front end of course comes up. Through this intersection here, the front end comes up. But the cool thing about it is, because there is so much traction, when the front end comes up, it torques on the suspension. Now the unibody isn't torquing, but it comes up and it favors the right side. It's just the coolest thing. And then I'm running the 8-speed auto, but you switch gears and it dips a little bit and it comes right back up and it torques again